Hi everybody, my name is Valerie, and today we're going to talk about how rain gardens help clean the Baltimore Harbor. Healthy Harbor and other organizations around the city have been hard at work to create a fishable, swimmable Baltimore Harbor. But in order to do that, we need to ask, where does pollution in the harbor come from? A lot of the pollution in the harbor comes from stormwater runoff. Stormwater runoff is what we call rain that falls on land and washes pollutants like car oil or lawn fertilizer into our waterways. In Baltimore, like most cities, runoff will flow into storm drains that lead directly into our streams and harbor without being cleaned by a treatment plant. Part of the problem with runoff has to do with the amount of impermeable ground surfaces in the city. If the ground is impermeable, like concrete, bricks, or blacktop, it means water can't go through. The opposite of that is a permeable surface, like dirt or sand, which can soak up water like a sponge. Before people covered the ground with concrete, rainwater would fall onto the permeable dirt and grass and get absorbed into the ground. Some of that water would be used by plants, and the rest of it would slowly trickle through the ground, which would help filter and clean the water before it flowed into a stream or lake. Now, when it rains, the concrete does not absorb any water, which can cause flooding, and the pollution the water picks up from the concrete doesn't get filtered out. So how can we clean stormwater runoff before it gets to the harbor? One of the ways of doing that is by building rain gardens, like the ones at the Science Center by Professor Trashville and Canton, or here at Pierce's Park. Pierce's Park is a little waterfront park by the power plant and the aquarium. It has 4 rain gardens, but this one here is the biggest of them all. A rain garden is a garden specifically built to absorb and filter stormwater runoff. The bowl shape helps to hold the rain, which gets absorbed into the ground over time. And underneath the plants, a rain garden has different layers of permeable substrate to help filter out as much pollution as possible. Plants can prevent erosion and absorb and filter even more water. And as an added bonus, a rain garden creates a beautiful habitat for local birds and pollinators. We recommend growing plants that are native to Maryland. Native species like this catmint here are ones that naturally grow in the local environment instead of having been brought here by people. That makes native plants better suited for the local climate. Plus, native plants in your garden will help support native wildlife in Baltimore too. Of course, your rain garden doesn't have to be this big to make a difference. Rain gardens can be built at your school or in your front yard. Or if you can't build a rain garden, growing any type of garden or even planting in tree pits is a great way to take action for a cleaner, greener city. By replacing impermeable concrete with rain gardens and other green spaces, we can help create wildlife habitats, beautify our neighborhoods, and get even closer to a swimmable, fishable Baltimore Harbor.